Life Science Tutors welcome you on YouTube. Now we are going to discuss a very important topic of evolutionary biology that carry 4 to 6 marks in CSR Life Science exam, that is natural selection. Natural selection. Natural selection is the selection of individual or traits that are fittest in their differential survival and differential reproduction through any environmental condition. Natural selection is a non-random and directional process that drives evolution. Term natural selection was given by Charles Darwin in 1859. Darwin finches are well-studied example of natural selection. It also explains adaptation and speciation. So what we understand from natural selection? Natural selection is a slight variation of traits. If it is useful, it will preserve for next generation. Or we can say natural selection is cumulative accumulations of beneficial mutation. सो हमें दो चीज़ें यहाँ पे याद रखनी है, डिफरेंशियल सर्वाइवल जो कि लीड करता है डिफरेंशियल रिप्रोडक्शन को, एंड डिफरेंशियल रिप्रोडक्शन प्ले मेजर रोल फॉर नेचुरल सिलेक्शन. Type of natural selection. Natural selection are three types: directional selection, stabilizing selection, and disruptive selection. In this image, bell-shaped curve graph used for measurement of phenotypic traits. On the x-axis denotes phenotype and y-axis denotes frequency of phenotype, and the dotted line stand in the middle stand for the mean of the population. Directional selection. It is also called progressive selection. Directional selection can occur when one phenotype extremes become selected or against, usually as a result of change in the environment in a particular direction. Example: industrial melanism in peppered moth Biston beetleria, in which melanic moth are selected against the native moth due to change in the environment by industrialization. In this image, graph A shows the normal distribution of population, and shaded area in graph A show elimination of the normal or average individual, while in graph B, overall makeup of population shifted in rightward direction in which environmental changes take place. Some key feature about directional selection: it produces a regular change within the population, it occurs due to change in the environment in one direction, it alters the mean value in one direction. Stabilizing selection. In this selection, extreme phenotypes from both ends of the frequency distribution are eliminated and the favor the intermediate type. Example: the birth weight of human babies जो कि 3 से 7 पाउंड होता है, but the babies with the weight of 4.5 pound having more chance of their survival. In this graph, A show elimination of both extremes phenotype, while in the graph B, both sides show inward movement and favor the average or normal phenotype. Some key feature about this selection: it operates in a constant environment, it introduces homozygosity within the population, there is no alteration in mean. So तीन चीज़ें हमें यहाँ पे याद रखनी है: एनवायरनमेंट में कोई चेंज नहीं हो रहा है, अल्ट्रेशन नहीं हो रहा है कोई भी मीन में, और जो सिलेक्शन हो रहा है वो सिलेक्शन हो रहा है इंटरमीडिएट टाइप फिनोटाइप का. Disruptive selection. Under disruptive selection, both extremes are favored at the expense of intermediate varieties. It breaks up a previously homogeneous population into several adapted forms. Example: Darwin fishes of Galapagos Island, in which one ancestral species diversify into several subspecies due to their different feeding habit and habitat. In this image, shaded area in graph A show elimination of intermediate phenotype that are near to mean. In figure B, diversify into two new population with two new mean. Some key feature about this selection: it introduces heterozygosity within the population, it splits previous mean into two new mean, it occurs due to non-homogeneous environment, it creates divergent selection pressure within the population. Sexual selection. Sexual selection is a special case of natural selection. Sexual selection is often powerful enough to produce features that are harmful to the individual survival. Example: extravagant and colorful tail feathers of fin are likely to attract predators as well as member of opposite sex. So जो मोर के जो पंख होते हैं वो उसके दुश्मनों को भी उसका अट्रैक्ट करते हैं उसके प्रति, और उसका जो अदर कंपटीटर होते हैं या दूसरी स्पीसीज़ के कोई मेंबर हैं उन्हें भी उसके प्रति अट्रैक्ट करते हैं. यहाँ पे दो तरीके का कंपटीशन हम देख सकते हैं सेक्सुअल सिलेक्शन में: मेट कंपटीशन एंड मेट चॉइस. मेट कंपटीशन में क्या होता है? थ्रो कंपटीशन अमंग मेंबर ऑफ वन सेक्स टू एक्सेस द मेंबर ऑफ अदर सेक्स, while in mate choice, through the choice by the member of one sex for the certain members of other sex. If you find it helpful for you, please like, subscribe and share.